Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to study the characteristics of reciprocating pump. To study that, we have this apparatus, reciprocating test rig, and thus we are having apparatus like this. This is the reservoir in which water is filled, and this is our reciprocating pump, and this is our motor that converts that AC to DC, and this pump is run with the help of this motor. Now this takes water from this end, this pump takes water from this end, and this is the suction pressure, this is suction pressure of this reciprocating pump. After passing on from this reciprocating pump, it is delivered from this end, and this gauge that is there, it shows you the delivery pressure. Now after passing out from this, it is passed again to the reservoir to test for various efficiencies. We are having this measurement tank. Measurement tank is having a scale in which you can check how much water is being added in this. Just by diverting this tube in this measuring tank, you can measure how much rise is there in your measuring tank. Now, how to do it? First of all, you need to have this, understand what is this. This is the control panel of this. This one is the energy meter. The meter that is available at your outside your houses for energy consumption, that is used over here. Now, this particular meter is for RPMs. Whatever RPMs are generated by the motor is displayed on this. This is varied. Just by turning it to clockwise, you can increase the speed of or increase the RPMs of the motor. So how to do this experiment? Let us see some of the calculations that are to be done to check what is the effect of RPMs on efficiency. We need to know some of the data that is related to this particular equipment. The area of this particular tank, that is equal to 0.077 meter square. EMG is energy meter constant. The energy meter that was used to measure how much consumption it is, how much it is consuming electricity. It is having some constant that is 3200. Rho W is density of water, that is 1000. And then efficiency of transmission, that is 0.7. Transmission efficiency is 0.7. The length of the stroke. As you know, in reciprocating pump, the piston moves from TDC to BDC. The maximum length of that movement is 0.04 meters. Right? The diameter of the cylinder, the reciprocating pump is used. So there should be some cylinder. The diameter of the cylinder is 0.055 meters, and acceleration due to gravity 9.8. Then motor efficiency, the motor that is being used is having 0.8 value of its efficiency, and then this HROG is 0.65. Now some of the calculations that is to be done that I will tell you later. You must first concentrate on the observation table. What things you need to measure from this particular equipment to take the reading. Then we will discuss how to measure, how to compare the efficiencies at particular RPM. Let us start with this is the observation table. The first one is serial number, the second one is N, that is RPM. We are having one variate at the control panel. Just by changing or just by turning that variate, you can change the speed of this reciprocating pump. First, you need to have some value of RPM, particular RPM. Then you need to measure the pressure that is being displayed on the suction side, and then what is the pressure on the delivery side. The PD stands for delivery side, the pressure in the delivery side. Whatever the pressure that is being showed with the gauge that we have provided over here, then pressure in the suction side, the reading on the gauge will be written as this R1 and R2. This is I am going to show what is R1 and R2. The R1 and R2 is R1 and R2 will be in meters. When you deflect this water in this measuring tank, it will have some value or there will be a rise in water in this particular tube, and the value at that particular time, suppose it is 5, so then R1 will be 5, and after filling it for say 10 seconds, the value rises to 10. So then R1 will be 5 centimeters and R2 will be 10 centimeters. So this is R1, the initial value of measuring tank, and R2 is final value of this measuring tank. Then TP and P. Generally, this P is number of pulses. Just to measure how much electricity it is consuming. Generally, we take the pulses equal to 10 or 20. That is your choice. Suppose you take pulses 10. Then how to read this? And TP is time. How to measure this time? You need to come to this control panel. There is a light blinking over here. Suppose we are taking reading for 10 pulses. You need to count time taken for 10 times that light blinks. You need to measure the time that is taken by this pulses to blink 10 times. Right? Suppose you counted for 10 pulses and its value is 25. So the time TP will be 25 seconds and pulses will be 10. So this is how you will take reading. Now I will explain how to calculate differently. EI energy at inlet, that is P by dt. This is pulses. You have taken 10 pulses. TP is time taken for 10 pulses. And 3600 EMC is like energy meter cost at 3200. You will put it over here. This will give you energy at inlet, and our energy at section will be equal to EI, same value, into efficiency of motor and efficiency of transmission. That will be energy, suction energy. Then R is the change in measuring tank. The initial value that is to be subtracted from final value. Then R1 minus R2 will be equal to 400 is equal to R. Then QA is discharge, actual discharge, that is equal to area of the measuring tank, that is equal to 0.077 meter square, and R is value that is coming out from this, and time is how much time it has taken to for 10 pulses. Again, area pi by 4 d square you can use. Q by t, QT is theoretical discharge, that is twice of ALN by 60. And where L is length of the stroke and N is RPM that we have measured. Then H is equal to 10 into rho d, pressure at the delivery side, and PS is the suction side pressure over 760, plus H rho g. The value of H rho g is 0.65. Then outlet energy rho g QH by 1000. Then that can be calculated. G is 9.8, Q is this actual discharge, and H is head that we have already calculated over here. Then overall efficiency N mu naught E naught by EI to 1000. Then pump efficiency, that is equal to this E naught, this one, and ES section. The value of ES, that is, you can take it from this, and overall volumetric efficiency is QA by QT into 1000. QA is this actual discharge, and QT is theoretical discharge. If you divide this, you will get volumetric efficiency. Now, what is to be done is, you need to take 4 to 5 values by just varying the RPM. You need to vary the RPM and take 5 readings. This is the variant. This is the variant, and it is representing you this RPM. You let us take it starting at 125, then take it as 150, then 180, and then 200. This way, changing creating this variant, you can change the RPM and take different readings, and then you can compare what is the efficiency at different RPM. Now I will do this experiment and share the results or readings with you in your WhatsApp group. Thank you.